welcome back to Heroes of Holzhausen. I'm here with Hitman. How are you today, Hitman?
Hello, hello. I'm just fine. How are you doing today, Trilling?
Good, thanks. I'm just getting the baler out. I'm gonna go bale some straw. What are you up to?
I'm spraying the herbicide on number 23. Get a weed outbreak here we gotta get rid of.
Yeah, we don't like the weeds.
Nope, nope. They suck up all the nitrogen. Ruin your harvest. Not to mention make your fields all spotty, because the nitrogen levels start varying all over the place.
Yep. Driving through a ton of weeds on field 22 here. I'll have to reclaim it.
Yeah, so we were gonna do a bunch of off-screen work, and I thought, or we thought I should say, that maybe we should be showing it on screen because this is how how it's done. I mean, here this is Farm Sim soil mod. So yes, we have some baling, we've got some spraying on the go today. We've got we'll be spreading some slurry and cultivating it. What else have we got on the go? Seeding, possibly. I don't know. We're gonna record several episodes today, so
yeah, figuring that out is weird. Yeah, change your minds a lot.
Yeah, well, there's so much to learn, so much you gotta know to decide on what you're gonna do on each field and all that. So I'm spraying this the CC herbicide on here on this corn. That's the kind it likes, and that will increase the moisture a little bit. We've also got some precipitation in the forecast, so we're about done our harvesting for today. We've got field 18 is about right, except the nitrogen and the PK is still a little bit high, so we're gonna let the field just go another day.
Yeah.
It's a little bit low on moisture, but we've got, like I said, precipitation today, so that'll all get sorted. So I read that actually for every hour that you've got precipitation, it affects the crop one increment, which is, I believe it's a 14% moisture increment. So it could very easily make our fields too wet for harvest the following day. As far as, you know, with the moisture too high, you lose a lot of what do you call it? A lot of the yield.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
But we're gambling because the nitrogen and the PK is just a little bit too high that we'd probably lose 30 or 40% of our yield. We're gonna wait, and hopefully the everything will balance out in time to get it harvested. Oh, it's a juggling act. It's amazing how complicated soil mod is. So much to know and so much to keep track of. I mean, I got a clipboard here that's like keeping track of each field individually. Nerd alert.
Yeah, it's a lot to the game.
Yes.
Nerd alert. Yeah, interesting.
You gotta be one to use this mod. Holy smokes. Can't get over. So, coming up, as far as in future episodes, we'll be getting, I saw a mod spotlight by Farmer Beavis on the Timber 131's new Case Magnum 380, so we'll be adding that. What else have we got? A new version of soil mod we'll be adding, so you'd be able to see, for instance, where I'm spraying the herbicide here. You would see what kind of herbicide is on the field in the little PDA, or not PDA, the little display in the bottom right. It would tell you what kind is in there. So that is a good addition with some other changes. So just when you think you've learned the mod, we update to a new version.
Yeah, all changed.
My poor brain. Oh, learning more every time we play, though. So that's how it goes.
Yeah. I'm just baling this field. I windrowed it already, so that's why. quite a gap between the strips to be baled.
So you're over on field 24, as I can see on my glance. It says F24. It shows me on F23. So if you're wondering why I'm looking directly down in my view, it's so I can see where I've sprayed. It's a lot easier. You can see where it gets dark.
Yeah. We need lots of the straw for that. There are 200 cows. What were they doing with the animal hut up? Giving them some mixed rations off screen before, I think, and popped up the straw. So we're just keeping the bales where they are just now?
That is a good question. We are going to move them, but not right now. We can move them pretty easily with the bale stacker, so I guess the roundabout answer there is yes, we're going to keep them where they're at on 22. So we've also got big plans for 22. I know we've been talking about this for a while, but what we're going to do is get the fields back up to the proper soil conditions, so the nitrogen and the potassium and the phosphate, we want to get those back up to nominal levels, and the moisture, of course. And then we'll seed grass around the edges and kind of square up the edges a little bit, make it a little easier for harvesting. And we're going to make that into. We had talked about making it into grass fields, but I'll get to that in a minute. Basically, we're going to use that for grain fields instead. So, what are we going to do for grass fields?
18? I can't remember. We were just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the notepad.
We are going to 16 when it is done. 16, we're going to buy that one and plow it together with 18, and then what we'll do is we'll make that grass. So we're going to have 16 and 18 north of our farm will be grass. We'll also purchase 15 and 17 and make those grass. I'll bring that back up. Just hit 9 if you want to show the map. So yeah, those 4 northern fields will make grass. That'll be where we store. We'll have the bales there. We'll probably get the mixing station mod at some point. We've got it installed, so we'll purchase that once we're sick of feeding the cattle. And so we'll use that there. What else? We are going to give the UPK, the Universal Process Kit, that's the Apple mod and all that, we're going to give that a try. So we haven't yet tested that in our off-screen game yet, but we will. And once we're confident that that's going to work on this map, then we will give that a try. On screen, yes. Alright, so now that was CC. Do I need that anywhere else? I do not. So the next thing I gotta do is switch that over to AA and actually, you know what? I'm gonna spread some slurry. I don't want to show too much of the spraying in one episode here, so I'll have to mark on my clipboard that field 23 has been sprayed. Oh my gosh. It's so complicated.
Well, we're getting there.
Yep. It makes it extra tricky though when you record a couple episodes once a week, and then a whole week goes by. Wow. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get a hitching today. We have a 7 Days to Die server running on this server as well, so, and there's 1 or 2 other people playing right now, so I might be getting a little bit of hitching from that. I'm not sure if it's that or if, like a derp, I left my browser open. I don't know.
Yeah. It's playing okay.
Okay, so we'll fire up the slurry. What else we got? Let's get this.
Do you need a hand for the soil stuff, or I'll just carry on with the bales?
Let me see here. 23 CC, 18 we're not doing anything on today. 24 you're baling, and then we're gonna put slurry on there. So, you can keep going.
I better get the bales off then.
Well, that means now we had looked at using the slurry tanker with the Zuni disc. I don't think we purchased that yet, did we?
Don't think so, no.
No. So, we tried it off screen, and what happens, whether it's this version or the newest version of Soil Mod, it does not actually cultivate it in graphically, and so when you go to seed, it's really hard to see where you've seeded. I don't know, I just don't like it. I mean, it's got... It cultivates, yes, it does cultivate, but graphically you still see the slurry on the surface. Oh my gosh, there's a bit of alliteration. You still see the slurry on the surface. Anyway, so I think what we'd like to do is just do it in 2 stages. And that would be put the slurry on and then cultivate it in. So, well, let me see. Looks like our tank over here is probably getting pretty full. Yeah, we should cut some of these trees out of here. Well, maybe. We'll see. Alright. So we're going to open this up. Whew. Oh, I close it up again.
What's that?
This slurry thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't fall in.
Yeah, don't
I'm
fall
not
in.
coming to rescue you.
That's what Das would say. Don't fall in.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Here we go, loading it up. Alright, so we'll spray this on and then we'll come along and we'll cultivate it. So I guess when you're done picking up the bales, you could grab a cultivator and come over and start cultivating. What do we have for cultivators? Cultivators.
Do you not know, actually?
We have the Vogelsnoot. I don't know, I keep saying Vogelsnoot in my head, but it's Vogelnut. I'm obviously not saying it right. It's Vogel or something, I don't know. The Terradisc 600, that's what we've got. It's a 6-meter cultivator.
There's a great demand just come in for wood chips. I just realised you were in the menu and probably didn't see it.
Again? Oh my gosh.
So we can see what that is.
I don't want to do the wood chips again. We just did that. Oh, it's only 1.7. Still, but we were selling it at like 3,000 a ton.
Yeah.
We do have trees to cut, but I don't know. At some point, you just kind of say, well, that's enough forestry for now.
We'll see how the time passes. Happen to be cutting a tree.
Well, what we would do there is store them and then sell them all at once, because the price will continue to rise, I imagine. Well, it's 1.7, so maybe it won't rise much. It might already be near its max. I think next time we play this, the soil mod, and well, our next series that we're going to go on hard instead of easy. I know it makes for a bit of a longer series, but at the same time, it means every decision is much more critical. My frame rate seems a little funny today. Okay, where was it spreading slurry? On 20, I guess I'll do 26 first. It won't take me long, but that'll hopefully give you enough time to get 24 cleared off. Are you picking up bales or still baling?
I'm picking up bales now.
Yes,
would you like to pause? Just no.
I would have noticed that if I'd actually looked at glance, but I did not glance at glance. Therefore, I am glanceless.
Yeah, I'm picking up bales. Yep.
So something else we could do is we could be putting solid manure on here and then cultivating it, and it's way less effective than plowing it. I'm starting to think that plowing it is you pretty much need a dead field before you're gonna, by dead I mean a zeroed field, before you want to plow in the manure, and then you still need to leave it a few days to let it settle out. So that, I mean, we're seeing that already, that it's still pretty high on the fields that we put manure on.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I doing here? Width. What was the width on this? 15 meters, I believe. We'll go 14.9. There. Well, 14.8. Fine. Be that way.
Yeah, I find that skips a lot. When I click to go up or down, changes several points at a time. Oh, a fine stack of bales there. Right, go running into them.
Spreading the goop. Right, so plowing this slurry, or plowing, we'll cultivate this slurry, and then we can plant. We're gonna put corn here again, I think. We could switch over to beets and then buy a beet harvester. Which would you prefer to do?
Could do.
Do we already plant beets?
Now I'm not sure which game I'm thinking of.
I can't remember. We may have already planted beets on 31, maybe.
Yes, 25 and 31.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Definitely harvesting. Then you are dealing with field. Which field are you talking of?
I'm on 26 right now. So we'll
I
put
think we
corn
were
on
going to
here
keep
again.
that as corn and for either the BGA or the animals.
I think we're going to be
a corn field
for animals right now. So this would be for the BGA. Now,
yeah.
Or we could just cut the corn.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yep. Corn.
Try not to get too close to the edge there and mess up the other field. Right, so what was I saying? Oh, we'll do corn here. The reason what we're gonna do is these 3 southern fields, and don't know about 23, but 25, 26, 31, we'll just keep rotating between corn and beets for a while because they share the same herbicide, so we don't have to worry about the overlap. Because then we can just keep using 3-day herbicide.
Yeah.
Guess I could turn off the GPS so I don't have to keep staring at these lines.
Oh, you are kidding.
No, it's telling the truth. I wasn't kidding. What did you do?
1 bale left on the field.
That's how it works.
That's 2 full stacks plus 1.
Did you hear that?
So 33 bales. Yes.
Did you hear the song? I could hear the song.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing it though.
Oh.
You can if you like.
No, that's right. You ruined it.
Oh.
All the people sitting there at home saying, "Oh, what song? What do you mean?" Well, actually, most of you know which trolling song we're thinking of, right?
I bet.
Oh, damn.
There you go.
No, it wasn't me. It was Julie. No, what was that? Oh, Rocket Man. I knew there was some movie that had that.
I was gonna say I've forgotten what you said though. Yeah. Julie, who the heck?
Oops, I wasn't paying attention and I ran out of goop. Well, I'm right at the BGA.
Oh no, you don't want to run out of goop. Oops. You also don't want to back into the bales that you just placed very carefully. Phew, I was lucky they didn't fall over. Go back and pick up this 1 bale. They've got the front loader, but a lazy way. Is this the lazy way? I know it's stacker. Is it a convenient way? And I missed it. There's a cooling bale. There we go.
You would have to go and park that, which you're gonna have to do anyway, and then you'd have to go get the forks and the bit. Well, yeah, I probably would have done it that way, but that's just me.
And the bale would have gone flying off the forks on the way over the field, and yeah.
Tractor would flip over, and we'd all have a good laugh.
Oh yeah.
$7 in the morning. So I also read that if you plow in manure and then you don't spray it with water immediately after, or something like herbicide or any, well, I don't know, he wouldn't put any other spray fertilizer on. Anyway, that you'll lose 14% moisture, which is, you know, 1 tick. We're going to call it a tick. That just makes sense. Anyway, so you lose the one tick of moisture, and if you spray the water on, you gain 1. So, so if you find your field is too wet when you're putting that on, then obviously you would just not spray it and it would drop it down. So. Now that's with manure, I'm not sure. I don't imagine it would be the same thing with slurry because it's already wet going on. So I'm pretty sure this will add 14% moisture.
We shall see, eh? I opened the door to get out of my tractor.
Role playing.
The icy stuff's fun. Yeah.
Throw that.
Oh, now I'm jet spraying with the door open. That's not a good idea.
Well.
Yeah. I'm cleaning the bale stacker. You're waiting for me to come over and cultivate. I'll get there eventually.
Okay. I love this surgical precision you can have with GPS. Wonder if I could get that on my real life backhoe. I don't plow fields with it though. But actually, I wouldn't really have a use for it. But anyway, if I was a farmer, you know, if I was a farmer and I had crops and I was doing this kind of work, I would definitely want the GPS.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of that is just I have that kind of brain that just cannot handle lines that aren't straight or things that aren't level, such as, you know, if I saw a picture on the wall that wasn't level, oh my gosh. Leaning Tower of Pisa I could never go visit because I would rage.
Straighten
not
up.
rage, but it would, you know, knock it over maybe. Well, I guess some people would call that rage. I'd just tell them I'm mental.
Aren't we all?
I've seen a picture of it's a picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and they put the picture tilted it on the wall so that the tower is up straight, but the picture frame is crooked. And it's an OCD nightmare. What the thing is. Oh, I could laugh at that. Yep.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy. I used to have to use a level all the time when I was doing stuff like any carpentry work and that sort of thing. And I still do, but normally it's pretty darn close just by eye now, just from experience.
Yeah, sounds cool.
When I first started doing that stuff, I had to use a level. Same with the tape measure. I getting pretty decent at estimating distances. All comes with experience. I go to the BG. It's handy to have that right here. And I have a feeling with growing corn, we're gonna go through a lot of slurry, so it's kind of handy to have it right here, especially when the corn then goes back into the BGA and gives us more of the biogas residue, otherwise known as slurry in this game. But yeah.
We have buried the cultivator.
You've what?
We've buried the cultivator. Remember? Behind all the beet seeders.
That wasn't me.
No. I think I've got video evidence. It was you and then me. Since you'd done it, I was just like, oh, just put this here, please.
Well, one of the things we'll do is what we've got coming up is when we deal with field 22 is to take those 2 sheds out of there. We're going to take those down and clear out all the equipment and basically review that area. We're going to use the storage sheds from farms in 2013, like you'd see in Hagenstead, the big shed, and then there's the leaner ones that you'd see maybe up on field 17, I think it was, up, right up the road towards the shop. Anyway, yeah, we'll use those sheds. I like them better. The ball and loggers, we will be using at least one over by field 8 or on field 18 to store bales. And that's probably
Yeah.
where we'll put the mixing station too.
They're nice sheds.
Yeah.
Just, we've got so much equipment. Bit more roomy.
So 26, you should be ready to cultivate. Now, if you wanted to take over the slurrying after I get this field done, then I can do that. So that way we're kind of doing different jobs.
Yeah.
You can move on and start the slurry on 24. One more pass and I'll have this field done.
Okay, let's get the cultivator now.
Alright, so after we've cultivated in the slurry, take note of our NPK, and then you can see the difference when we're done for the next day.
I won't bother washing the cultivator since I'm about to make it all mucky anyway.
That line of reasoning may as well never wash anything.
Yeah, the stuff's just gonna get dirty sitting there. It's we always wash it before we put it away and it's messy.
Just like house cleaning, it never ends.
Oh yeah, an endless loop of bird.
I'll take this over to 24. Did you want to just switch the whole rigs, or did you want to just switch tractors, or I mean implements, or what do you want to do there?
You want to do the cultivating?
Yep. You can head over. Here, we'll just switch.
We'll just switch.
Oh, the seat's not in the right position.
Oh.
Okay, I'll bring this, do this.
What way? 24.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Where you just bailed.
Sorry, I was concentrating on the cedars. Half listening. Terrible. Oh, I should have filled this up first.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You fill it right here,
no,
so.
Yeah.
6. Let me see. Can we go up that the? We'll just leave it at that for now. Weird. All right. Well, here we go again. Up and down the field again. Need to get a little sound bite from Fad for that. We'll just play it every once in a while.
Very good.
Up and down the field we go all day long.
We do indeed.
I wonder if I need more weight on the front end. It's kind of a bit slippy. As soon as I do this all the way around a couple times, I'm going to start going up and down using the GPS and in-cab view. Oh, these darn bushes here. Either need to... Well, you know what? I could actually seed this grass in this corner. That would solve that problem. Or else just cut the bushes out. Except we...
Yeah, it's a bit of an annoying little corner there.
Unfortunately, those bushes we've discovered are actually buried trees. So as soon as you start trying to deal with that, then the whole tree comes up and train wreck.
Yeah.
Do what I can here to clean up this.
Well, GPS is sure handy for doing this.
Yeah, that and the spraying, if you're not using something with a boom on it, makes it a lot easier. You can't actually see what your width will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna have the beet harvest coming up soon, so we're gonna have to make sure we don't go and spend all our money on other stuff. We'll have to buy. We'll probably get a couple beet harvesters, won't we?
Yeah, maybe.
Now the question is, do we purchase 2 big harvesters or 2 smaller harvesters?
I'll have to look at the prices.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a huge difference in price, so that's for sure.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I do like the smaller ones, but at the same time, I really like the larger one too, so I can do either. We'll see.
It's
We'll
quite
see.
nice to progress from one to the next, but
That's true.
you know, like you lose a little bit of money selling the smaller ones. You could get one big setup and a little setup.
Yeah.
And you can fight over them.
Wow, almost, what's that called? Oh, wow, I've lost the phrasing. When you're backing up and it starts to pinch and I can't think of it, what the word is.
Jackknife?
That's it, thank you. Almost jackknife. Anyway, we are at about the end of our time for today. We'll pick up next episode, we'll continue what we're doing here, and just kind of keep showing kind of us working on the farm. Which is, that's the series.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye for now.
See you.